Oh my gosh, wow, I'm getting emotional. What the heck? Okay. Hey guys, it's Ananda again. Welcome back to my channel. Well, it's not official because I'm gonna say it's official. I am now a rising senior at the illustrious Spelman College. Which is crazy, and I need to do a junior year recap, which is insane because I literally just did a sophomore year recap. But I'm not gonna get emotional about it because why? But yeah, so I am in closing out my junior year, so I just wanted to talk about how I survived Spelman because that's something that needs to be talked about. Like, you've already made your decision that Spelman is where you want to be, so now you want to know, how in the heck am I gonna survive this thing? Like, how am I gonna do it? First of all, before I give out any advice, I just want to let you know, first of all, congratulations. Second of all, everyone's journey is different. So like, my journey and my experiences, you know, this is just what has helped me along the way. But at the end of the day, as you matriculate into your college journey, you're gonna figure out what's best for you and like what helps you. The number one thing that I would say to survive is definitely your focus, okay? College is going to be so fun, so much fun, especially if you're away from home. It's gonna be so fun, it's gonna be so different, you're gonna meet so many new people, but always remember why you're there, school, and always remember what comes first, and that is classes. You come first, but you know, you need to focus on school. You need to work on your schoolwork. And Spelman is no joke. Like, I'm not here to lie to you. Spelman is, it's not number one for no reason. Like, it's hard. You need to, before you go into this thing, you need to identify your why and remember that why. Also, focusing on that why. So for me, I understood that I had a family back home. I had people in my life who've sacrificed so much for me to get here. I've sacrificed and worked so hard to get here. I have, you know, nieces and nephews and cousins looking up to me, you know, to do this thing. And so, and then like, my parents have always been my biggest support systems, so they are definitely like a huge part of my why. But also, I always had to remember the type of woman that I visioned myself being, and so that was a good way to help, you know, you focus. Tip number 2, create a schedule for yourself. And I don't mean just a class schedule. Class schedules are a whole nother thing in itself. Don't take 8 a.m.s. Aside from my school schedule, I always plan out my days and I always plan out my weeks. It doesn't have to be verbatim, word for word, but just have an idea. Like, before Tuesday night, I'll be like, okay, Wednesday, I have these classes, and then in between those classes, I'm gonna do some work so that when I go home, I could chill. But, you know, I'm gonna do some work, and then I have to go to a meeting tonight, or I have acting class. So, just always having a schedule, but also leaving time for, you know, yourself and your breaks. But yeah, just always plan out, you know, what you're about to do during the week. Number 3 is your study habits. Spelman's amazing, but it's still college. It's still school, and you didn't come here for no reason. You know, do the best you know you can do. I recently just got into like the International Honor Society, so I think I'm gonna like do a video of study habits for you guys. So comment down below if you want me to do that. But study habits are super important. I think that that's something that you're not gonna get. Like, don't expect yourself to get it the first week. Like, you have your own study habits from high school, but like, you're gonna have to adjust. Like, high school is not college, and there are gonna be certain things that, you know, you're gonna have to figure out. But I know for me, for example, like, what I'll do is, like, before I go back to my dorm or before I go back home off campus, you know, I always would, like, use the different rooms to make sure I get my schoolwork done. Because I don't know about y'all, but me personally, especially when I'm off campus, when I go home, I'm going home. Like, I'm not really trying to be in class all day and do work. Now, don't get me wrong. There have been times when I've had to do that. But, like, I'm trying to eliminate as much work as I can before I go home. Because I'm about to go take a nap. Like, I'm about to go to sleep. I'm going to go into depth with a different video now. Because there's a lot of good tips for your study habits. I find myself working so hard at school that, like, I find myself getting burnt out, like, manifest itself physically. And I wouldn't wish that on anyone. I think that school is so important, but if you don't take care of yourself, then none of it matters. Like, you're not gonna survive. Like, you're not gonna be able to give your all in school. So, yeah, like, it's cool to, like, grind in and do your studying and your work and your projects and whatever, but go have fun. Like, go have fun. Like, especially freshman, okay, wait. Especially freshman year, go have fun. I ain't even gonna hold you. Freshman, you about to be a freshman, go have fun. But obviously, you know, do your schoolwork. Give yourself an opportunity to live. And if that's not your thing, going out, do what makes you happy. Go. This is also a time to, like, find yourself and figure out the type of person you are and the type of person you're meant to become. This is a time when you're able to find your purpose. So definitely have balance in, you know, making sure, obviously, before you go out and go hang out, make sure your schoolwork's done. But go kick it. Like, don't, you know, that's something I feel like you'll regret. Like, don't just do work 80 or 100% of the time. Maybe 80%. Having compassion for yourself, which means celebrating literally all of your accomplishments. Yeah. So just having compassion for yourself. I think that especially at Spelman College, and anyone can attest to this, everyone's so great. Everyone, and this was the biggest, like, issue I had my freshman year. Not the biggest issue, but, like, I went into college thinking that I just wasn't, like, good enough. Like, I felt so inadequate, and because everyone was smart, like, in high school, like, if you're in high school about to go to Spelman right now watching this, 9 times out of 10, you're the best in your class. Like, you're one of the top in your class. When you get to Spelman, you know, and I'm going to just be realistic, it's not going to be that way because you're going to be amongst girls who are also the top 10 in their class, the top, you know, the brightest in their schools. So it's a whole nother ball game, to be honest. But always remember that everything is not what it seems, 1. But 2, try your best to get into the habit of focusing on your own journey, you know, and focusing on finding yourself and your purpose. And always remember to love yourself and to have compassion for what you're doing. So, you know, don't worry about how Sally is just so perfect. Worry about you and worry about, you know, how you can better yourself. But also, never forget to look back at your accomplishments. I feel like this is something I really didn't do throughout my college years, which I know they're not over yet, but I'm going to do from now on. Is to just look at your accomplishments, no matter how small or how big you think they are. Always reward yourself for what you are accomplishing, and always look at how far you've come. So always, please, please, please just take time for yourself to, you know, reflect and practice gratitude, and in that comes compassion and love for yourself. And yeah. Okay guys, so those are my top 5 tips for surviving Spelman College, but not just Spelman, college in general. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. You've obviously made it to this far. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also comment down below and let me know what you'd like to see next.